Welcome back to the Nerds Only channel. My name is Brady. We just got past the first weekend release of the Fantastic Four First Steps and San Diego Comic-Con, and I wanted to do a combined video explaining the end credit scene for Fantastic Four, how it sets up Avengers Doomsday, and more. So this will contain spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, and with that, we also got Robert Downey Jr. teasing things with his recent posts online that I'll explain too. In the end of the Fantastic Four movie, Sue Storm is reading a book to an aged-up 4-year-old Franklin Richards and leaves for a moment to retrieve another book to read to him. When she comes back, we hear this ominous, mystical noise hinting someone just entered the room, and when she comes back to see Franklin, she sees another leaning in front of him, and it is Dr. Doom with his mask off and Franklin reaching up to touch his face. Now, this is a stand-in for RDJ because we don't see his face, but you clearly see it's Dr. Doom with his mask off in hand, pointing towards the camera to let the audience know it's him. And then it cuts to black. Now, this is interesting for a few reasons because one, it seems like Franklin isn't thrown off by Doom's presence and he's reaching to touch his face. Maybe he's using his powers called the Power Cosmic to heal Doom's face if he is disfigured, because usually Doom is in the comics and that's why he wears the mask. Doom's face in the comics is either disfigured completely or he has this scar which he wants to cover up. His disfigurement is usually known by a science experiment gone wrong, where as a college student, Victor Von Doom built a machine to visit the Nether Realm, yearning to contact his mother, Cynthia Von Doom, who had been damned to hell for practicing witchcraft. And when he tested this machine, it blew up in his face. Now, I don't know if the Russo brothers will follow this story or if RDJ will just look normal for people or characters to easily recognize him for the plots and emotional beats, but Franklin could be doing that or just intrigued by a newcomer. This post-credit scene hints that Doom will most likely kidnap Franklin for his nefarious needs in Avengers Doomsday. Whether he will fight off Sue to escape or kidnap her as well, and if this scene will play out in the beginning of Avengers Doomsday is remain to be seen. But with this, it does take place before the Thunderbolts post-credit scene where they see the Fantastic Four ship arriving in the 616 universe, and we still don't know if it's Doom on the ship now with Franklin or if the Fantastic Four tracked him down somehow to 616. But along with the Russo brothers filming the Thunderbolts post-credit scene on the set of Avengers Doomsday, they did this Fantastic Four post-credit scene as well. And with behind the set photos of Avengers Doomsday with the Thing, US Agent, possibly Black Panther, and the new Falcon, and interviews, it looks like the 616 heroes will be visiting the Fantastic Four's universe in the Baxter building. So with Galactus not destroying the Fantastic Four's universe in the end of the movie, it looks like Avengers Doomsday will take place in a few universes at least, with the main 616 universe, the X-Men universe, and now the Fantastic Four universe. The question is, what kind of chess piece is Franklin Richards for Dr. Doom? How does he factor into his grand plan? Or who else does it correlate with? Loki, Scarlet Witch? That will be talked about in another video. But now, with Fantastic Four out and the post-credit scene being seen, we got to talk about RDJ dropping some posts, because him being the main man, he's got to be bringing the hype towards this movie, and Marvel kind of just lets him do his thing with whatever he posts. Anyways, in this post, RDJ is listening to music written from his own son, Indio Downey, called A Change of Scenery, and he's reading a comic of the West Coast Avengers number 35 for reference of whatever he and the cast is filming that day. This comic, of course, is a very Dr. Doom-centric plot. Now, this does raise a bit of questions if the Russo brothers are doing a version of the West Coast Avengers or incorporating it into the multiple teams there will be in the film with Sam's Avengers and Bucky's Avengers. Because for a while in Phase 4, it did seem like they were setting up characters from the West Coast Avengers with the characters they were introducing or bringing back to the forefront, especially characters from the West Coast and characters we haven't seen yet, like Wonder Man, who is also in this issue. In this issue that RDJ is reading, it's called The Voice of Doom. It has Dr. Doom being trapped in the body of Christophe Bernard, and during the comic he captures several of the West Coast Avengers at his own Castle Doom, to where he eventually fights Moon Knight and Khonshu. It's definitely kind of wacky. So with this, and RDJ listening to his son's song, A Change in Scenery, hints we're going to be hopping around a bit from West Coast to New York or alternate universes. Some of the characters are shown in this issue are already existing characters in the MCU. Mockingbird, which is Hawkeye's wife in the movies. Wonder Man, Hank Pym's Ant-Man, Tigra, Scarlet Witch, Moon Knight, Wasp, and Vision. This does raise questions if certain characters like Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, and Vision are coming back. I don't think we're getting Moon Knight until at least Secret Wars. Scarlet Witch is more plausible because she could be a chess piece in Doom's plan, and Vision is 50-50 because we're supposed to be getting Vision Quest after Doomsday, so he could be in Secret Wars too. Kevin Feige also just did a panel recently about the future after Secret Wars, the soft reboot they're planning, where you had reporters asking him about Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight returning soon, and he said anytime, basically in a teasing way to where he could be back very soon, but who knows. I don't think we'll be getting Dr. Doom's spirit being trapped in another body or a version of Tony Stark, but Marvel could surprise us. RDJ also posted another photo of a Secret Wars comic and a Iron Man Legacy of Doom issue, which is getting people riled up with theories that we could see a version of his Iron Man versus Dr. Doom. There is plenty to digest with all this, and as more teases are dropped, I will cover them as well as more future theories. What do you think is going to happen with these teases by RDJ? What is Dr. Doom's plan with Franklin for Avengers Doomsday? Let me know down in the comments. We're ramping up to 1,000 subscribers, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and let me know what other type of movie videos you'd like me to do.